The return of the flocked Christmas tree. I'm Megan Black in Linwood. Evening Magazine starts now.
Will Dever take our dare and join the Snowflake Lane Jingle Bells?
Beyonce. I'm Michael King. Find out why the diva does some of her shopping right here in this old auto repair shop in Snohomish.
Salon style free of charge for kids who could use some pampering. And the North Pole isn't the only place to find elves. Jim Dever goes on the hunt in Iceland. It's Evening Magazine for Tuesday, December 11th.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to Evening Magazine from the self-proclaimed Christmas Superstore. We are up in Linwood tonight at WIGHT'S Home and Garden. I gotta tell you, I have never seen so much Christmas stuff in all my life. 3.5 acres. It takes them over 2 months to decorate fully. It is fabulous. I honestly think that if there is anything you can conceive of that has to do with Christmas, it is here at WIGHT'S. In fact, it's so huge, they have a map to show you how to get around the store. We get to show you around a little bit throughout the show tonight, so stick around. We're going to have some Christmas fun. Well, our first story continues with that holiday theme, only with a Dever twist. Here's Jim as one of Santa's helpers.
Megan, this is a dare to suit the season, one that I can really sink my claws into. Get it? Like Santa Claus? No? Year after magical year, Snowflake Lane brings the holiday spirit to downtown Bellevue. But tonight, they're taking it up a notch.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, pivot.
Joining the dancers and drummers, stilt walkers and bears, is a jolly old elf who sometimes takes dares.
We're the Jingle Bell Dancers of Snowflake Lane.
And we dare Dever to join our kick line.
The Jingle Bells are a fine-tuned troupe of dancers who put on a tightly choreographed, high-energy show.
From the knees, okay, so we're together.
Every night for 39 days in a row.
Your right foot, it's always your right foot first, okay?
I'll be joining them with my own unique skill set.
Take it around the top. Encore.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Which includes a lack of rhythm, grace, or the ability to follow directions.
Okay, so.
Do I put these on over my pants or do I have to strip down?
No, you have to strip down. You have to put them over your boxers or briefs.
Wow, this is your lucky day.
Oh!
Mimi Countryman is the wardrobe supervisor for Greg Thompson Productions, the Seattle-based producers of the show.
Somewhere there's a chair without a seat cushion tonight.
It's Mimi's job to keep track of all 150 costumes in the program.
Suck it in.
Smells a little like the last Santa.
Now that I'm fully dressed to impress, it's showtime. I take to the stage like an elegant Christmas swan. A dare taken, and like a holiday miracle, magically fulfilled.
You're one of us now.
Vegan Snowflake Lane starts at 7 o'clock every night, and it runs right through New Year's Eve. Come on down! Back to you.
Thank you, Jim. Looks like you had some fun. Well, one of our charges here at Evening Magazine is to find unlikely surprises in some unlikely places. Michael King is at one such place. Hey, Michael.
Yeah, hi, Megan. It's like a Hollywood who's who. Beyonce, Britney Spears, Tori Spelling, Gwen Stefani. They've all bought stuff from this old auto repair shop in Snohomish.
After we signed up for the Oscars, Beyonce's design, that's Tori's. Yep.
Yep, she's talking about Tori Spelling and the Beyonce and the Oscars. Northwest artist Nicole DiNardo has Hollywood's attention. She transforms a mundane household appliance into a masterpiece. She hand paints KitchenAid mixers with only an airbrush.
This thing that sits out all the time, and the last thing you want it to do is to be against your decor, so customize it, make it look awesome.
They can be classic or classy with flames or even fur. You can go underwater or wine, modern or retro. This one, called Mixed Behavin', has smokin' bullet holes and a smokin' pinup girl. Today, she's adding 22-karat gold to Beyonce's mixer.
Since Beyonce wears a lot of golds and bronzes and stuff like that, and you look at her style, it's a lot of glam.
This one can be found in Britney Spears' kitchen. Katy Perry wanted a self-portrait on hers, and Nicole says Tori Spelling's was one of the hardest she's done.
She says she's obsessed with it, which was really cool, and so I know I did my job.
Nicole is on the A-list because she decided to be. She contacted the Oscars on her own and got in. She's customizing 30 mixers with her design for the big night. They'll be given to the top nominees. Word of her work spread to kitchens all over Hollywood, and here she is, polishing Beyonce's mixer.
If you would have asked me 7 years ago where I would be today, I wouldn't even have thought maybe I would even be around.
She's endured what she calls a less than perfect childhood, an abusive marriage, and in her early 20s, a hip replacement. She couldn't walk, so she painted.
My cane was the first thing I did when I was handicapped at the time. That was the first thing. That's what kind of like got the ball rolling.
She learned from and later worked for world-renowned airbrush artist Mike LaValle. Then, 2 years ago, her mom got her a mixer and asked her to paint it. Here's that first one. She made more for family and friends. Now everybody wants one.
Had a bunch of mixers shipped in, and next thing you know, I sold them all out in, I'd say, less than 2 months.
She can paint anything on anything, like a stroller with flames, or this guitar for rocker Gwen Stefani. But the mixer thing is really taken off, and you can see why.
So those mixers cost between $600 and $1,000. If that's a bit too pricey for you, Nicole now offers decals that you can put on your own mixer. So not a bad solution there. Look at all this stuff here at White's. I don't think I have ever seen so many Christmas tree ornaments in all my life. Hey ladies.
Hi.
Megan Black from Evening Magazine here.
Hi.
Have you been to White's before?
Oh yes, it's tradition.
Is it?
Yes.
So what is it that brings you back year after year?
The ornaments. I collect ornaments.
The beautiful selection of things that they have. You can't beat it.
They call themselves the Christmas Superstore, and I gotta say, I believe this.
I do too.
I've never been here before, and this is crazy.
What?
I know.
Really?
It's now gonna be a tradition for me too.
Yeah,
it's a great place.
We're starting our shopping here today, and then we're heading to the mall.
Good for you. Well, Merry Christmas, ladies.
Merry Christmas
Thank
to
you.
you.
Still to come tonight on Evening Magazine. Stick around because we're gonna be giving away tickets to Zoo Lights. Welcome back to Evening Magazine from White's Home and Garden. It's their Christmas Wonderland. We know this is the season of giving, and sometimes all it takes is giving a little of your time and your talent, and it can mean the world to someone else. Here's Kim Holcomb.
It's the business of a stylist to make people look good, but Graham Welsh also makes them feel good.
So you're going to keep it long? You want to keep it long?
Just a trim.
Especially the clients who sit in this chair.
Well, I know they're here during a very, obviously a very tough time. So it's just trying to keep it light and give them a treat. Thank you.
This is a special salon inside Seattle Children's Hospital, where Graham first offered his services to patients and their families 15 years ago.
When I first started, it was just a chair amongst all the volunteers who were folding envelopes, and I had a chair and a mirror and a spray, water spray, and that was it.
In the years since, the accommodations have improved, and he's been joined by other volunteer stylists, like Elaine Dong.
Meeting new people is different kind of people, and then trying to soothe them and then talk to them and kind of get their worries out of their mind for just about half an hour or so. It helps them.
Their clients include hospital volunteers and staff, but patients are the reason they fill the books at least twice a month.
Just layer it around the face.
Professional services free of charge for kids like Jessica, a 10-year-old from Yakima who's been away from home for
a long time.
An entire month at Children's. But just 30 minutes with Graham.
You think that'll be enough?
Yeah, it's an inch.
Proved to be transformative.
It's an inch off all over.
Yep. Whoa.
Look better?
Yeah.
You got pretty hair. You got a really nice wave. I hope you like the wave, because everybody wants their hair straight, but your wave is really pretty.
Thank you.
Jessica is a first-time client.
The usual?
Yeah, the usual.
But Hector's been coming for a while, trusting Graham to cut his thick hair ever since he was a little boy. Undergoing intensive treatment at Children's.
I've been coming here since I was probably about 3 when I was a patient here long ago.
He's now an outpatient and a volunteer.
And to see him blossom, you know, and grow, mature, and, you know, get on with his life. And I just wish he had less hair. He's got a lot of hair, this guy.
Hector is an exception. Most clients come only once or twice and may end up canceling at some point. And that's a good thing.
Well, that means they're not here anymore, they're going home, they're feeling better. That's always a good thing for me.
For Graham, it's one more reason he'll continue to set up shop here as a volunteer for as long as they need him.
No, as long as I'm living in Seattle, there'll be no stopping.
Feels lighter.
Happy holidays.
Same to you.
All right, mate. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Great story. Thank you, Kim. Well, as I mentioned, we are here at White's Home and Garden in their Christmas Wonderland. They have 37 themed trees here. Kit Shoresman is probably responsible for at least 30 of those over the years. They've been doing it for 30 years now. I love what you guys do because you take the traditional tree and you mix it up. Tell me about this guy.
Yeah, this guy is a huge 9-foot tree that we put an amazing tree topper on that's a twig-like snowflake topper.
I love that.
Yeah. We took the natural elements. One of the most appreciated things that people have seen is the little nests with the lights inside.
And the little birds
sold
next
some
to
of
it.
those,
This
yes.
is really Northwestern kind of
Very
look
much
to me.
so.
Kit, what is the best-selling tree right now?
Our most popular tree this year is the natural look.
Kind of like this guy
yes,
here.
kind of like this. We have several of those looks. We kind of have our chic alpine look, which is over in the next room as well. So it has a lot of woodsy, but it has some glitz to it as well.
We're all about the 8-year-old Christmas tree right now.
Yes.
So all my ornaments are right here on the tree, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And she did the decorating. That's
Yes,
wonderful.
I love it.
We like
it's
individuality.
A family, and then Mom
yes.
kind of redecorates all
Yeah,
season long.
yeah, yeah.
Kit, thank you so much. I'm
You
just
are
having a
welcome.
great time getting in the holiday
Thank
spirit.
you. Thank you for coming.
We'll have
Megan.
more Evening Magazine in a moment. You bet. I love it.
Hey, this is Saint with a quick look at Ice Age Continental Drift, which is out today on Blu-ray and DVD.
Hold me!
In the 4th Ice Age movie, Manny, Diego, and Sid get separated from the rest of the herd when their continent is set adrift. Critics didn't like this movie much. One said this Ice Age is about as slow and predictable as a glacier. But kids still love these nomadic mammal adventures, so you might want to rent it.
Welcome back to the show from White's Home and Garden here in Linwood. You know, this is one of the only places left in the area that you can buy one of these, a flocked Christmas tree. You forget just how beautiful they are. And look at this, it really doesn't come off. It's pretty incredible. The process goes like this. They wet the tree first and then spray on the flock, which is a combination of paper mulch, cornstarch, and boron. I guess it's the boron that helps keep the critters away. Now, all the trees here at White's are from local family-owned tree farms. Well, every time at this time of the year, I think we all start to believe in Santa's elves. How else do we get everything done, right? Well, in Iceland, it's a year-round belief. Jim Dever joins us now with this story. Hi, Jim.
Hey there, Megan. You know, Iceland is one of the most advanced countries on the planet, and yet an ancient and magical belief still lives on. Look closely and you'll see them. Listen carefully and you'll hear them. All across the Icelandic countryside, hidden people, elves, gnomes, trolls, and fairies run free. If you don't believe it, this guy says you're outnumbered.
According to researchers, 54% of Icelandic nation believes that elves and hidden people do exist.
Magnus Skarfinson is an elf expert and a longtime believer.
Elves are from 8 or 10 centimeters, the flower elves, up to about 50 or 60 or 70 centimeters, the highest.
About this tall.
Magnus is the founder of the Icelandic Elf School here in Reykjavik, where he's been studying the hidden world for more than 30 years.
Banana is one of the favorite foods of elves?
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Magnus says so-called nature spirits aren't just folk tales from Iceland's past, they're also its present and future.
It seems to be a sort of a parallel culture, but still it is not.
Want proof?
This is some of the audio tapes we have.
Magnus has conducted more than 700 interviews with witnesses.
She and her father saw elves. This is a pot, but it was a gift from elf lady to a human lady. And then she gave it to me.
Oh yeah, Walmart. Look at that.
Most witnesses report that hidden people are just like us, only hidden.
Hidden people is totally human.
Elves are friendly little folk.
The hidden people and the elves helped humans enormously. The elves gave humans food.
Like Keebler cookies, I think.
Trolls and gnomes, now they're a tougher bunch.
They are rough beings, 40 to 70 centimeters, but they're very different from elves.
If I wanted to meet an elf, what would be the best place to go?
On the coast.
They eat fish?
Yes, they eat fish.
Sadly, Magnus has to take the witness's word for it.
Have you ever seen any of these?
No, I have never seen any elves or hidden people. I would love to see one.
Always something to hope for, though.
Iceland may be the only country in the world that preserves places said to be inhabited by what some would call mythical creatures.
It's now preserved, officially preserved by the City Council of Reykjavik.
Creatures Magnus Skarfinson calls his friends.
This has been part of our reality, not history, but reality. This was a reality to people here.
Thanks, Jim. Hey, we're giving away tickets to Zoo Lights when we come back, so stick around.
Coming up tomorrow night on Evening Magazine.
I'm Jim Dever backstage in Seattle where they're putting clothes on the Nutcracker.
I'm St. Brian in Seattle. I'll take you behind the scenes of the most anticipated movie of the holiday season, The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey.
12-12-12 is going to be a big day for weddings. And now they're more fun than ever. The Vegas-style wedding chapel right here in Seattle. And how drinking a cup of coffee can help fight cancer. All thanks to a little girl's big idea.
Before we go tonight, it's not too late for you to see Zoo Lights at the Point Defiance Zoo and Aquarium. In fact, the incredible display of more than 500,000 lights will run through the first of the year. The only day they take off is Christmas Eve. You get to see the animals in a whole new light, plus other incredible creations, and we have 5 family 4-packs to give away right now. Be the first 5 to email us at eveningwinner@king5.com. Again, that email address is eveningwinner@king5.com. Hey, thanks so much for watching tonight. I have thoroughly enjoyed my time here at White's Home and Garden. If you want to come and check out all of this Christmas stuff, we'll put a link at king5.com. Hey, we're going to leave you with a song from Seattle's Tess Henley. Christmas won't do without you. You can download it right now. All the money will go to support the Fisher House, which in turn supports military service members and their families in need. Thanks for watching again, everybody. Good night.
Cotton candy clouds in mid-December. Snowflakes kiss the ground ever so tender. Crowded coffee stands, lovers holding hands, lights in the park, join the stars in a dance. Miles from what I know, couples with little ones in tow, longing for my own sweet Santa home. Between the moon and the moon, around the corner, so Christmas won't do till I come home to you. Wrapped up and warm inside, with everybody singing a holy night, thinking